This video is going to be a little more laid back, but as of my nature, we are not going to be holding back either. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, shortly after I uploaded that video, the most recent PTB for Dead by Daylight came up, and I'm gonna be honest, I played it literally just for a few hours, and I wasn't even trying to play it because some of the stuff we're gonna be going over is so incredibly insane. Let's just say you're gonna understand why I wasn't taking this seriously. Now, one of the very first things I noticed on the PTB was that the Trickster, his quote rework, it's not a rework. It's just a brand new coat of paint disguising nerfs that, are unneeded. I mean, for crying out loud, they literally took the Trickster, a guy who's in his prime, he's in his youth, and they reduced his movement speed. Like, what? Make it make sense. He is now as fast as the Hag, which, as we all know, is basically not fast at all, thanks behavior for neutering yet another killer for seemingly no reason. And he also had his max amount of blades reduced, which, it ceases to amaze me the depth in which these developers go in nerfing killers for basically no reason. I mean, keep in mind, when you right-click or left trigger, whatever platform you're playing on to use the Trickster's power, he has a base kit slowdown for his power, right? The same thing with the Huntress. When you wind up a hatchet, she slows down. So why are we nerfing the Trickster's movement speed when he already has a base kit slowdown? He basically goes from a 4.4 to a 4.2 whenever he pulls out his blades. And I learned pretty quickly on this new map they did, which is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. That is the one semi-decent thing they did this PTB that's amazing. But in my opinion, it's too little too late. There's a million different maps in the game that are just absolutely horrible, and they need to be revisited, lighting redone, whatever. That's not the point. This new Survivor, these perk changes, they are horrible. The new Survivor, Quantaeyoung? I might be butchering that. I don't know. His perks are mediocre at best. Flow state. Whenever gen's completed, earn a token, do stuff progressively faster throughout the match. A plays for us, even in from a Swift's perspective, I cannot see any situation where a place for us would genuinely be useful in any manner or any minuscule amount. So that's just another perk for the trash bin. Now, 5 moves ahead is interesting because it says you drop pallets faster, but in reality, you don't drop them faster, you recover from the animation faster. And I did a quick test with this perk. No exhaustion perks, by the way, when I did this test. I stunned, I believe, a ghost face, and I was able to get such an insane head start, it felt like I almost had sprint burst. This is going to be a very problematic perk, in my opinion, especially on PC. I'm not sure how bad cheaters are on console. Cheaters will use any excuse in this game, especially on PC, to get any kind of head start or advantage they can possibly can. And this is yet another instance of a perk that basically allows them to get away with it, in all honesty. This perk is basically just a mix between Windows of Opportunity and Sprint Burst. That's really what it is. Now, here's the real problem. Here's the real star of the show. They reworked Fast Track, which is a UE perk, and it reads as follows. Whenever another survivor is hooked, you earn 3 tokens, up to 9. Notice how it says there's not a max. Keep that in mind. There is no maximum amount of tokens. It says up to 9, but when you're repairing a generator, when you hit a great basic skill check, you spend all tokens. Now this is very important. All right, I'm not going to finish reading the perk description until I make this abundantly clear just how broken this perk is. It says whenever another survivor is hooked, you earn 3 tokens, up to 9. It doesn't say you can have max 9 per trial. It says up to 9. Period. Up to 9. While repairing, whenever you hit a great basic skill check, you spend all tokens. For each token spent, the generator gains 2 permanent charges. Is that a brand new part in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? Who in their right mind saw this and was like, yeah, great idea, let's add it to the game. I'm probably going to put some background footage in this video of just, like, random gameplay, because the only time I play this game now is with, like, subscribers, and we do just fun, like, goofy custom matches where we don't take the game too seriously, or just the PTB stuff, because I'm conflicted. I love the game, but I hate everything about it right now. Like, I have played old school DBD. I remember when killers were so powerful, a Mori could instantaneously kill any survivor. Any. All you had to do was down them one time, and then boom, they're gone forever. I got thinking, if a 4-man Swift using fast track and brand new parts can complete an entire generator in 1 nanosecond, not joking, 1 nanosecond.
Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Why can't we bring back old Moris? Think about it. I mean, yeah, it's technically a band-aid fix for a bigger problem, but you know behavior. Behavior's lazy. They love band-aid fixes. I mean, this is what the Trickster rework really is, even though it's just a huge nerf disguised as a rework. If every single killer had the ability, regardless of their power or whatever, basically take survivors out of the game after 1 hook state, if this was old DBD, I would say that's unfair. But in the current state the game is in, it's completely fair. If survivors can get 60% of their objective done in under 3 minutes, meanwhile, I'm struggling to get, you know, just even someone on 2nd hook stage 1 time, how would that be unfair? It's no more unfair than dealing with all these 2nd chance perks, dealing with like endurance in 97 different ways possible. This perk rework cannot go live. It just can't. If this went live, I don't know. I just thinking about it irritates the hell out of me. But hey, at least Unbreakable got nerfed. Unbreakable didn't really get nerfed. They just removed a bunch of synergies with other perks for it, you know. And it's like, yeah, okay, that's cool and all, but Unbreakable's never really been a problem. Not really. And in the end, bring back old Moris. That would fix so much of this game's problems. Oh, what's that? You got an ace that's in a tuxedo trying to chase you halfway across the map, and you just managed to down him? Kill him. Kill him. Bye-bye, buddy. Go back to the lobby, mister. Have fun. I mean, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a horrible player. Maybe I'm just a really bad killer who needs a crutch. But to that, I respond saying, every single survivor has at least 2 or 3 crutches in their perk loadout every single game I play. And it's just so incredibly boring, so incredibly predictable, so incredibly annoying. And you as a killer, there's just nothing you can do about it. Oh, but how could I also forget, you know, Vecna the first, he got some nerfs. Wesker, he just very secretly and silently lost his ability to rebound, aka to actually traverse better and actually mind game a little bit better. So he basically got knocked down a tier on the killer tier list. Vecna the first never really needed a nerf to begin with. He basically has the exact same strategy as the Krasu, which is to body block and to shift W. But hey, we all know, if it ain't easy, it ain't good for Survivor. So, yeah, let killers actually fight back. Let us actually punish these twerps who are abusing the game to the maximum, because behavior enables it. That's all I gotta say. That's my hot take for the day. If you liked the video, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. I will see you all in the next. Peace!